Hello my friends and welcome back to Disney Dreamlight Valley. Now that things have calmed down a little bit after the big Aladdin and Jasmine update, I thought this would be a good time to look to the future and discuss everything coming to the game, not only in this first half of the year, but what could be coming farther down the road. Before we get started, if you're new to my channel, hello and welcome. My name is Jamie and I play cozy games and I talk a lot about Dreamlight Valley. So I would love for you to subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications so you never miss an update from me. I'm so sorry if the audio sounds different or weird, but I am trying so hard to figure out how audio works with recording and do a good job with it. So hopefully it sounds pretty good. Let me know if it sounds better or worse than my recent videos. I'm also trying to figure it out with streaming, and that's been a whole thing. Also, it's raining in my valley, of course. It's always raining here. Now, don't worry, we still have plenty of time to finish the current star path. Our next update is most likely going to release at the very end of April or in early May if Gameloft sticks to their usual schedule. And we have a spring/Easter event happening very soon, which I will have more on, so stay tuned for that. Today we're going to talk about what we can expect in our next couple of updates, and then we'll go over some new information that we got from the developers' latest survey. I love when they put out a survey for us to complete because it usually gives us a look at what kind of content they are brainstorming for the future, and we get to share our thoughts and be a part of that process. So it's just a really great thing that they do for the community. So first, let's take a look at the 2025 roadmap that shows us the updates for spring and summer. Obviously, the early 2025 update was just released in February. That brought us Aladdin and Jasmine and gave us a really cool new realm that was really interactive and felt like its own little mini game. I am really looking forward to more realms like this that are a bit more complex. With this update, we got an Oasis Retreat themed star path as well. Coming next, in just a month or so, we will step into a land of wonder and meet new friends along the way. So this update is definitely Alice in Wonderland, and this description of the update leads me to believe that we'll be getting a realm and that it'll be Wonderland. It's possible that we won't get a realm because we don't always get one, but the way that this is worded definitely makes me think we will be getting one. The only thing that's giving me some doubt on this is the image here that seemingly shows an area of our valley, like the Forest of Valor. But Wonderland is a forest, right? So we'll have to wait and see. It mentions that we will meet new friends, plural, so we'll definitely be getting 2 characters, and I think it's pretty safe to say that one of them will be the Cheshire Cat. And I feel like it would be absolutely insane if the other character wasn't Alice. Looking to the summer update, we will finally get to find out what's going on with Skull Rock. The roadmap says, solve an ancient mystery and discover who is waiting inside Skull Rock. So there's no misunderstanding it. We will know with this update what is going on with Skull Rock, finally. Now this update will not come with a realm, which is totally fine because it's going to open up Skull Rock and hopefully add a new element to our main valley and a new place for us to hang out. There's also a hint here that Peter Pan is the one waiting for us in there, and that would make perfect sense. The Forgotten has talked about playing with someone in there. Since Peter is very childlike and playful, it would make total sense for that story. But what about the Star Path themes for these updates? If you look back at the survey the developers put out last year, it gave us a bunch of Star Path themes that could be coming to the game. One of those that it mentioned was a Wonderland theme. So I think there's a good chance that that's the theme that we'll get with this update. The Star Path doesn't always pair directly with the update, but sometimes it really does, like with the Tiana update that brought the 1920s themed Star Path. So I can totally see this being the case with this next one. So we would have items related to the movie and the wacky world of Wonderland. Some of the other themes that were in that older survey could fit in here as well, like the princess theme or the cottagecore theme. Those were also mentioned. I would be happy with either one of those. As for the Skull Rock update, I'm thinking the mermaid theme fits the best. There were mermaids in Peter Pan, and with it being a summer update, that will most likely take place mostly on the beach. I just feel like this is the most fitting. I'm really hoping that this is the theme they choose to go with because I think It would just be so fun. Of course, there's also the possibility that they'll choose the classic Disney theme. That would center around the older classic characters like Peter Pan, Snow White, etc. Some of the themes mentioned in that older survey also include Greek mythology and mythical creatures. And I think that those would both pair really well with the second half of the DLC, which will also be released in the summer alongside the Skull Rock update. But I'm really hoping for the mermaid theme because I just like it. Now, looking beyond this first half of the year, we can get some clues from the newest survey that hint towards what kind of updates we can see in the future, either this year or even next year. The survey asked what movies we would like to see some characters from. So I'm just going to go down the list of movies that were mentioned. The first bunch are characters who are from movies that we have not seen in the Valley yet. So the first two are Turning Red and A Bug's Life. These two don't really excite me at all. I didn't care for Turning Red, and while I did enjoy A Bug's Life, it's very low on my priority list, so it's easy for me to forget about. I actually could not name characters from either of these movies. Next up is Snow White, Hocus Pocus, and Finding Nemo. I say yes to all three of these. I would love to see characters from these movies join the Valley, and I'm particularly excited to see Finding Nemo on here because it's been a topic of conversation for quite some time now about how they would implement those characters. Would they just pop out of the water like Ariel and Ursula, or would we be able to go underwater at some point? Next, we have the movies Up, Emperor's New Groove, and Figment. For me personally, I would choose Emperor's New Groove any day. I think Cusco would be hilarious and such a fun character to bring. And of course, he would need a dream style that allows us to have him in either human or llama form. How amazing would that be? Up and Figment, however, are both low on my priority list, but make sure you let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments. Okay, so next we have Coco, Pete's Dragon, and Dumbo. I'm sorry to say that these are a no for me. I thought Dumbo was one of the worst Disney movies. It's just so incredibly sad that I cannot watch it without ugly crying. And it's not even like a sad but beautiful kind of movie. It's just straight up sad. So I can live without that one. I do love elephants though, so I guess I wouldn't be too mad about it. I've never seen Coco, so I don't have any thoughts on that one. And Pete's Dragon was just never a movie I was ever into, so I don't have much of an opinion on it. Next is Pirates of the Caribbean, Mary Poppins, and Lady and the Tramp. I know a lot of you are big Mary Poppins fans, and you guys were appalled when I said I had never watched this movie growing up. I still haven't, so I don't have much of an opinion, but I can definitely see the potential here. Pirates is an absolute yes, and I think that Captain Jack is definitely headed to the game at some point in the somewhat near future. I think he's already in the game files somewhere, so I'm really looking forward to that. Of course, Lady and the Tramp is a classic, and I would love to have both Lady and Tramp in the game. This is a really long list, so I'm sorry about that. But next we have Kim Possible, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Zombies. Notre Dame? Notre Dame? I've always said Hunchback of Notre Dame. I don't know why I said it that way. I'm sorry, but these are a no for me. I did enjoy Kim Possible many years ago, but I have never seen Zombies, and the Hunchback movie was just one of my least favorite Disney movies, so no thanks. Then we have Peter Pan, which I'm sure we'll be getting Peter, so I don't really have much to say about that one. Of course we want Peter, of course we want Wendy, and Captain Hook. I'd love to see him in the game too. Then we have Wish, Chicken Little, and Bambi. I have yet to see Wish, but I did really enjoy Chicken Little. I think that if I had to pick from these three, though, I would definitely pick Bambi 100%. How cute would that be? In our last little bundle here, we have Descendants, Pocahontas, and Meet the Robinsons. Oh, and Enchanted. I am all for Pocahontas joining the Valley. I really loved Meet the Robinsons. I feel like that's such an underrated, underappreciated movie. And Enchanted was good, but I haven't seen it in so long that I really couldn't tell you anything about it. I know that I liked the idea of Descendants, but that's another one that I have not seen. So I would have to watch a lot of these for the first time if they do decide to bring any of those characters to the game. Out of all of those possibilities, let me know which ones you would like to see the most. Now we're going to move on to the next part of the survey that asked what characters we would like to see from the franchises or movies that have already been introduced. For example, Beauty and the Beast is first on the list. So we already have Belle, Beast, and Gaston. So this would be other characters from the movie like Lumiere and Cogsworth. Next we have Brave, which, to be honest, I don't really remember any of the other characters other than Merida. But I know her family gets turned into bears, so that's a potential dream style right there. Our little siblings would be really cute. Then we have the Lion King, Toy Story, and Sword in the Stone. We already have so many Lion King characters, I really don't see them adding any more anytime soon. I'm not even sure why it's on the list, honestly. We really have all of the important characters from The Lion King. Sword in the Stone would be cool. We have Merlin already, so it could be fun to have Arthur. Of course, there's lots of Toy Story characters, so that could be fun too. Next, we have Lilo and Stitch, so I think it's about time that Lilo came to the Valley. I would really be happy about that. Wreck-It Ralph, which we do know that Ralph is going to be in the game at some point. He was in the very first trailer for the game. Monsters Inc. I could honestly live without it, but it would be fun to have Boo and maybe some of the other monsters. Mickey and Friends is on the list, so maybe Pluto could join the rest of the gang. The Princess and the Frog, we definitely need Prince Naveen. Ratatouille, which I can't believe I forgot the other characters' names. Oh my gosh. Right now we just have Remy, so it would be really nice to have the other characters too at some point. And then lastly on this list is Wall-E, which I could live without. We already have Wall-E, we already have Eve. I'm pretty sure they're the only characters that matter in that movie, so I don't know if I'd be very excited for anyone else. But yeah, let me know which characters from that selection you'd be most excited to see. Wow, it's really just gonna rain through this whole recording. I would, okay, if I had the whole day to dedicate to working on this, I would just wait for it to stop raining, but I don't. I need to get this done right now. So I really hope that one day they make it so that we can change the whole weather situation. Maybe we can't make it rain on demand, but maybe we can stop it from raining, because I would really like for there to not be so much rain. Oh, look at that. As I'm saying it, the sun comes out. Maybe they heard me. Who knows? All right, so now the last thing we have to talk about today in this survey is the future Star Path themes. So we have a new batch of potential future themes to add to the ones that we talked about earlier, and I'm very excited to discuss these with you. First is country western. So this is cowboy fashions, denim, boots, and hats. That could be really cute and fun. I could totally see this, especially if they do end up doing another Toy Story update and maybe bringing Jessie to the Valley. Next is ocean themes. So this one would be items related to mermaids, oceans, and pirates. So this one, they could have taken the idea of the mermaids theme from the last survey and expanded it to beachy ocean theme and included pirates in it to make it work with the Skull Rock update a little bit better. I would love that, and I really hope that that's the case. This next one is super cool. It's called Gothic Castle. So we're talking dark castles, elegant gowns, sophisticated waistcoats, and elegant furniture. My creepy little self loves that so much. Next is retro nostalgia, which is so fun. This would be vintage Disney style items, 90s or 80s nostalgia, crew necks, jean jackets with patches. Man, does this one make me feel so old, but I would love a 90s themed Star Path. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing, especially if it had some goofy movie references in it. Next is Disney Channel Originals. So this theme would include items related to TV shows such as Kim Possible or Lizzie McGuire. I don't really know how I feel about that one. It's definitely not my favorite. Again, they are mentioning a Disney princess themed Star Path, so I think we can definitely count on seeing this one in the near future. It would have items related to the Disney princesses, such as ball gowns, thrones, and crowns. Next is a sporty theme, which would include athletic wear and sporting equipment. They really didn't give us much of a description for that one. Gaston has not stopped flirting with me this whole time that I've been trying to record this. And now Minnie keeps bugging me too. Oh, this next one is really fun for me. This is a witches theme. So it would be paired with a Hocus Pocus update most likely. It would include witchy fashion, broomsticks, cauldrons, mushrooms, potion bottles, and cute witches' huts. This would be great for an October spooky season update. Then we have historical fashions, which could be really cool. This one would be Renaissance and Victorian inspired outfits, elegant gowns, and suits. And lastly, we have a vacation theme. So this one would include items such as luggage and travel styles like fanny packs and tropical button-ups. Hopefully they hold off on this one until next year though. For me, it's just too close to the Oasis retreat, so I don't really feel the need to have more of those items like that anytime soon. I am very curious to see what you guys think of all these Star Path ideas. I really like most of them, honestly. We recently wrapped up the Lucky You St. Patrick's Day event, but don't worry because there is another spring event coming, like I said earlier. So stay tuned for more on that. Let me know your thoughts on everything in the comments below. If you made it to the end of this video, you might as well give it a like to help out my channel. I hope you enjoyed this one. I really like these discussion and speculation videos. It's just so fun to get excited about all of the possibilities with this game. If you are interested in becoming a member of my channel, I do have the info for that in the description. I promise I will get back to posting more members only content in the future. For those of you who've been around for a while, you know that I'm in the middle of renovations right now, so it's been tough to put out consistent content. But being a member on my channel does get your name at the end of every video, priority comment replies, and mainly just shows support and helps me continue to do what I love to do here on YouTube. And with that, my friends, I hope that you all have a wonderful and magical weekend, and I will see you again real soon. Bye!